Okay, so who hasn't thought about like quitting your job to become like a trading master, right?
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving deep into prop trading, but not the hype and all that stuff.
Right.
We're going for like the real secrets from traders who are actually successful.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you gave us this ebook, Prop Trader Secrets, and it is full of incredible insights, like based on real data from something like over 17,000 traders.
That's a lot of data.
Yeah, so we're talking like old, hard numbers, not just motivational fluff.
Exactly.
And, we're going to break down how to unlock the code to actually be successful at this.
Absolutely.
So, like, think of this as your cheat sheet to prop trading success.
I think what's really interesting is that a lot of traders get stuck on like very surface level advice, like always aiming for a risk reward ratio of at least 1 to 3.
Right.
And this ebook kind of challenges that golden rule and dives into a much deeper picture with real data insights.
So you're saying there's more to it than just that classic risk reward ratio?
Absolutely. Yeah. While it's important, focusing solely on risk reward can actually limit your success.
Interesting.
Prop Trader Secrets introduces a more powerful metric, and it's called maximum loss versus average win.
Okay.
Or MLAW for short.
Got it.
And the data shows that traders with an MLAW ratio below 1, meaning their maximum loss is actually smaller than their average win, receive over 50% of the payouts.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's not just about like aiming for these huge wins.
Right.
It's about making sure that your losses are like...
Yeah, keeping them in check.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we actually put this like MLAW ratio into practice?
Yeah.
It's one thing to understand the concept.
Sure.
But another to like actually apply it.
Well, one practical way is using stop-loss orders.
Okay.
So a stop-loss order is a predetermined price level where you're automatically going to close your trade to limit potential losses.
Okay.
It's like your safety net.
Yeah.
And by setting your stop-loss strategically, based on your average win size, you can make sure that even if the trade goes against you, your loss is manageable.
And like keeping those losses smaller than our average wins.
Exactly.
We're setting ourselves up to be more like consistently profitable.
Exactly. And it can also boost your confidence.
Okay.
Knowing that you have this system in place to control your losses.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It can really help you approach trading with a clearer and more rational mindset.
Okay, so we've debunked the myth of relying only on the risk-reward ratio.
Right.
We've uncovered this like MLAW secret weapon.
Exactly.
What's the next like game changer in this treasure trove of wisdom?
Let's talk about something that's really interesting and kind of taps into our human psychology.
Okay.
It's the profit factor. Have you ever noticed how losing like $1,000 feels way worse?
Oh, yeah.
Than winning $1,000?
Totally.
So the profit factor helps us kind of quantify this. It's simply the ratio of your total profits from winning trades divided by your total losses from losing trades.
Okay.
What's fascinating is the ebook found that a 2 times increase in profit factor can skyrocket your payouts by up to 5.6 times.
Hold on. Did you say 5.6 times?
Yeah, 5.6 times.
That's huge.
It's massive.
Okay, I'm already feeling the power of this profit factor.
It's powerful.
So how do we boost our profit factor?
So it comes down to 2 key actions.
Okay.
Letting your winners run and cutting your losers short.
Yep.
Imagine 2 traders, Trader A and Trader B. Both starting with the same capital. Trader A gets nervous when a trade moves in their favor.
Right.
And they close it quickly for a small profit, but they hold on to losing trades hoping they'll turn around.
Yeah.
Now, Trader B has the discipline to let their winning trades ride, capturing bigger gains and swiftly cutting their losses when a trade is clearly not working.
So Trader B is like our profit factor champion.
Exactly. By letting their winners run and minimizing their losses, Trader B is maximizing gains while minimizing losses, leading to a higher profit factor and ultimately greater profitability.
This reminds me of that saying, cut your losses short, let your profits run. It sounds like a cliche, but it's backed by data.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This profit factor.
It's not just about the numbers. It's about mastering those emotions and developing that discipline.
Right.
Which is crucial for trading.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So so we've got the MLW ratio and we've unlocked this profit factor thing, but I feel like there's got to be more to this. Like, what's our next secret weapon here?
So this one might hit a little too close to home for some traders.
Okay.
But ask yourself, are you giving your losing trades more time and chances? then you're winning trades.
Oh.
It's a common trap to hold on to losers.
Right.
Hoping that they'll magically become winners.
And cutting winners short out of fear that they might turn into losers.
Ouch, yeah. I've definitely been guilty of that.
It's a very human thing to do.
Yeah.
But those emotional biases can sabotage your trading.
Right.
The ebook introduces this idea of win duration versus loss duration.
Okay.
So it's basically the ratio of how long you hold on to your winning trades compared to your losing trades.
Got it.
The research found that less than 7% of traders maintain a ratio above 2.5. But those who do get 35% of the payouts.
Wow, that's a big chunk.
Yeah.
So it seems like holding on to those winners is where the magic happens.
It really is. Think of it like this. When you identify a winning trade, it's like catching a wave.
Okay.
You want to ride that wave as long as it takes you to the shore. Wow. Putting it short is like jumping off the wave too early and missing out on potential gains.
I love that analogy. It really paints a picture.
Yeah.
I imagine it takes a lot of discipline to hold on to a winner, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when things start to get a little choppy.
Yeah, mastering your emotions and having that discipline to trust your strategy is a key factor here.
Okay, I'm ready for the next secret.
All right.
What else have we got?
So this one might seem a little counterintuitive at first.
Okay.
But the data is very clear, quality over quantity.
Interesting.
You know that feeling when you're on a losing streak and you just want to recover those losses quickly?
Oh, yeah.
So you start taking more and more trades frantically?
Yeah, it's like you're trying to force the market to give you back what you lost.
Exactly. And that is a recipe for disaster.
Right.
The ebook suggests a surprising approach.
Okay.
Executing fewer trades can actually lead to higher profitability.
Really?
Traders who stick to 3 to 5 trades per cycle see the highest average payout.
Less is more.
Less is more.
That's so interesting.
It really challenges that idea that you need to be in the market all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly chasing every single opportunity.
So instead of being like that machine gunner we were talking about.
Exactly.
It's more like being a sniper.
Exactly. It's about being that sniper.
Yeah.
Carefully selecting your target, waiting for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
And taking that single precise shot.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, fewer trades means fewer chances for mistakes.
Right.
Less stress.
Yeah.
More time to analyze each opportunity.
Right.
It allows you to be laser focused.
Yeah.
And capitalize on those high probability setups.
So it seems like all these pieces are starting to fit together.
They are. It all comes together.
What's next?
Let's talk about riding the wave.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet that the majority of your profits come from one-sided execution.
Okay.
Either buys or sells. Go check your trading history.
I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
So why is this the case?
This aligns with this idea of following the higher time frame bias.
Okay.
So it's essentially identifying the prevailing trend and aligning your trades accordingly. Think of it like being a surfer. You don't paddle against the current.
Right.
You wait for the perfect wave and ride it all the way to the shore.
Okay.
So in trading, it's much more efficient to identify that dominant market trend and trade in harmony with it.
So it's all about identifying those big waves and riding them.
Exactly, riding those waves.
Not fighting against the current.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
And the data actually shows this.
Okay.
The top 6% of traders generate 100% of their profits.
Wow.
From this selective bias.
So they just stick to buying or selling depending on the trend.
Depending on the trend, exactly.
Okay.
Imagine the clarity and confidence that comes from knowing that you're aligned with that dominant force.
Right.
You're not second-guessing yourself.
Yeah.
You're not getting caught in those whipsaws.
Right.
You're simply executing your strategy with conviction.
I'm already feeling calmer just thinking about it.
It is a more peaceful approach.
So how do we identify these higher time frame biases?
Well, it starts with understanding multiple time frames.
Okay.
So instead of just looking at the short-term price fluctuations, zoom out.
Okay.
Analyze the market from a broader perspective.
Gotcha.
Identify that long-term trend.
Right.
And look for opportunities to align your trades.
So we're looking at the bigger picture.
Exactly, the bigger picture.
Okay, so we've busted some myths. We've embraced these new metrics. We've learned about holding on to winners and riding these waves.
Absolutely.
What's next?
So let's address the temptation to be a jack of all trades in the currency market.
Right.
Can you really keep track of the patterns of all the currency pairs out there?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The ebook reveals that successful traders hone in on a few specific pairs, developing deep knowledge and understanding.
So it's about quality over quantity, even when it comes to the pairs we're trading.
Even the pairs, it's about becoming a specialist.
But what's the benefit of that?
Imagine trying to learn 5 different languages at the same time versus focusing on mastering just one.
Right.
You'd likely make much faster progress and achieve a higher level of fluency by concentrating your efforts.
Right.
Similarly, in trading, when you dedicate your time and energy to understanding the nuances of a few specific pairs, you become a specialist. You can spot subtle patterns, anticipate potential moves, and execute your trades with greater precision and confidence.
So we're choosing our battles.
Absolutely choosing your battle.
And we're fighting on the ground where we have the best chance of winning.
Exactly, where you have that edge.
And the data supports this.
The data does.
How is
the ebook says that focusing on just one pair can lead to a payout that's 52 times greater.
52 times.
52 times.
That's incredible.
It's massive.
So how do we choose those winning pairs?
It starts with self-awareness. What type of trader are you? Are you a scalper looking for quick profits from small price movements? Or are you a swing trader aiming to capture larger price swings over days or even weeks?
Got it.
Once you understand your trading style, you can choose pairs that align with your strategy. Do your research, analyze historical data, and identify pairs that exhibit those characteristics.
So it's about playing to our strength.
Absolutely, playing to your strengths.
And becoming experts in our chosen niche.
Exactly, becoming an expert in your niche.
Okay, so we've learned about focusing on specific pairs.
Right.
What else is there?
Let's challenge this idea that we need to be glued to our screens, creating every single day to achieve profitability.
All right, I like where this is going.
What if I told you that you could achieve significant returns by trading only once a week?
Now you've got my attention.
The ebook reveals this fascinating concept, identifying your most profitable trading days.
Wait, so there are certain days of the week that are better for trading?
Well, the research suggests that there are... Every trader has their own unique rhythm, and it's reflected in their performance. The ebook's analysis of over 17,000 traders found that those who focused their trading on specific days saw a massive 45% of the total payout coming from those specific days.
So instead of forcing trades every day, we should be strategic.
Exactly.
And focus our energy on the days where we're most likely to succeed.
Work smarter, not harder.
I love that.
Right.
This is game-changing.
It really is.
I could be so much more relaxed if I knew I only had to trade like one day a week.
Imagine the freedom and the reduced stress. And remember, this can apply to specific times of day as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, maybe you're a morning person or a night owl. You know, find your peak performance windows.
So this is all about self-awareness again.
It all comes back to self-awareness.
Understanding our own trading DNA.
Understanding your trading DNA, exactly.
Okay, what's next?
Let's debunk another myth. It's not just about the risk-reward ratio. Your win percentage plays a huge role as well. The ebook found that traders with a win rate of 80% or higher, meaning they win at least 8 out of every 10 trades, receive a staggering 66% of the payouts.
That's amazing.
So consistency is key. It's not about chasing those big wins. It's about creating a system that consistently delivers positive results.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, so how do we actually boost our win rate?
Journaling is key. It allows you to track your trades, identify patterns, and spot areas for improvement.
So like a feedback loop.
Exactly, a feedback loop.
We can analyze our past trades to make better decisions in the future.
Oh, exactly. And don't underestimate the power of pair selection. Choose currency pairs that align with your trading style. If you're a scalper, look for pairs that are known for their volatility. If you're a swing trader, focus on pairs that exhibit clear trends.
So we're choosing the right battlefield.
Choosing the right battlefield.
Yeah, we want to be fighting where we have the best chance of winning.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So I feel like we've covered a lot.
We've covered a lot.
But there's got to be one more crucial piece.
There is.
What is it?
Let's talk about the often overlooked but absolutely vital aspect of prop trading.
Right.
Stress-free trading. Have you ever felt like the market is personally attacking you?
Oh, 100%.
Like every trade is a battle.
Yeah, especially when things aren't going my way.
Yeah, and that feeling comes from uncertainty.
Right.
The fear of the unknown, the what ifs.
Totally.
The ebook reveals a powerful mindset shift. Risk acceptance.
Risk acceptance.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're just surrendering to the market.
No, not surrendering.
Okay.
But understanding and acknowledging that losses are a part of trading.
Right.
Instead of trying to avoid losses altogether, which is impossible.
Right.
You accept them as a natural consequence.
Gotcha.
You embrace them as a cost of doing business.
Interesting.
It's a necessary step on the path to profitability.
So we're changing our perspective.
Exactly.
From viewing losses as failures to seeing them as like data points.
Yeah, as valuable feedback that can help you improve.
And there's data to support this too.
There is.
Ooh, that's a...
Traders who experience fewer than 4 losing trades per day receive 72% of the payout.
So managing our emotions and our perception of risk can lead to more profitability.
Absolutely. It all ties together.
Okay, I'm starting to see it.
Yeah.
So how do we cultivate this risk acceptance mindset?
One practical way is by setting a daily loss limit.
Okay.
So it's a predetermined amount that you're willing to lose each day.
Got it.
Once you reach that limit, step away from the market. This helps you manage those emotions.
Right.
Protect your capital and avoid the temptation to chase those losses.
So it's like having those boundaries.
It is. It's like having boundaries.
Both emotionally and financially.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's a really helpful tip.
It's about taking control of your trading and creating an environment that supports your well-being and your success.
Okay. I'm really starting to see how all of these secrets work together.
Yeah.
It's like they're all pieces of a puzzle.
They are all interconnected.
To create this like holistic approach.
Exactly. A holistic approach.
To prop trading.
Yeah, it's not just about the technical analysis or finding the perfect indicator.
Yeah, it's about understanding like the psychology of it all.
The psychology of trading, managing your emotions, and developing that winning mindset that leads to consistent profitability.
Okay, cool. So, so we've uncovered all these secrets from prop trader secrets, and it's like they all work together.
Yeah, it's not just a bunch of random tips.
Yeah, it's like this whole like winning mindset for trading.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we've assembled this toolkit for success, you know, from busting those common myths to like embracing those psychological strategies. We've really explored the like multifaceted nature of profitable trading.
Only it's like we've been on this treasure hunt, unearthing these hidden gems.
Yeah.
So let's like recap these 9 game-changing secrets.
Okay. Yeah. Let's solidify those takeaways.
Yeah.
First, we challenged that overemphasis on the risk-reward ratio and highlighted that MLAW ratio.
Right. So it's not just about aiming for the big wins. Yeah. It's about strategically managing our losses.
Yeah, protecting your capital and your mindset.
Exactly. Then we talked about that profit factor.
Yeah.
That ratio that shows us the power of letting winners run and cutting losers short.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah. And remember that stat, like a 2 times increase in profit factor can boost those payouts.
Yeah.
Like up to 5.6 times.
Oh, that's massive.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's huge.
And then win duration versus loss duration.
Yeah, holding on to those winners.
Right. It's all about the discipline to ride those waves.
It is all about the discipline and having the confidence to ride those waves.
Exactly. Like catching that wave and riding it all the way to shore.
All the way in.
Right. Not jumping off too early.
Exactly.
Then we talked about quality over quantity. That sometimes less is more.
Absolutely.
Right. Executing fewer trades can lead to bigger profitability.
More strategic trades.
Yeah. And it's like being that sniper.
Yeah, exactly.
Carefully selecting your target.
Spraying bullets everywhere.
Exactly.
And then we talked about following the trend, identifying those biases.
Those higher time frame biases.
And aligning our trades accordingly.
Riding those waves.
Right.
Not fighting the current.
Surfing analogy.
Love the surfing analogy.
Then there's specialization.
Focusing on just a few currency pairs.
Absolutely becoming an expert in those pairs.
Picking our battles.
Yeah.
Fighting where we have the advantage.
Exactly.
And then we talked about identifying those profitable trading days.
Yeah.
So we can maximize our efficiency or reduce stress.
Absolutely. Work smarter, not harder.
Right. Like knowing we only have to trade on certain days.
Imagine the freedom.
It would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the win percentage thing.
Yeah, a lot of people think it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it really does.
Right? Those traders with an 80% win rate or higher
yeah,
are receiving a huge chunk of the payouts.
massive chunk.
So it's about consistency, right?
It is all about consistency, hitting those singles and doubles.
Right.
Not always swinging for the fences.
Exactly. And then lastly, we talked about stress-free trading.
Yeah.
Mastering our emotions, accepting risk.
Right.
It's inevitable, right?
That's part of the game.
And we talk about that daily loss limit.
Yeah.
Like that safety net.
Exactly. It protects your capital and your sanity.
Yeah, so what's the takeaway here?
The takeaway is that successful prop trading is not just about technical skills.
Right.
It's this holistic pursuit.
Right.
It's about the psychology, the strategy, a deep understanding of ourselves as traders.
Well, Prop Trader Secrets has given us like a roadmap.
Yeah, a framework for success.
But the journey doesn't end there, right?
It does. It's a continuous process.
Yeah. And we've been saying it all along, like self-awareness is key.
Self-awareness is crucial.
So take these secrets, experiment with them.
Yeah, play around with them. See what works for you.
Right, adapt them to your own style.
To your own unique style, yeah.
Because the best traders are the ones who are like constantly learning and evolving.
Exactly. Always learning, always growing.
So here's a final thought.
Okay.
If technical analysis is only part of the equation, what other mental skills or strategies do you think are essential for prop trading?
That's a good question.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Keep the conversation going.
Absolutely.
Until next time. Happy trading, everyone.
Happy trading.